GM. This is Paradigm Live, your almost weekly place to catch up on all things CyberBrokers. So I don't even know how to start. It's been a couple weeks.
Yeah, it's been a little time. We wrapped up version beta, and as usual, we're already working on the next thing. We've been working on the next thing for a while, so we took a few weeks to regroup, but we've got some fun activities coming up, and we're excited to be back sharing some weekly updates with you.
And I'm Mike Carterell, Community Manager for CyberBrokers.
And I'm Brianna. You might know me as Lady Diamond Hand. I help with marketing, lore, and operations here at CyberBrokers.
So let's get into it. First of all, for those who don't know what CyberBrokers is, let's do a quick review.
Yes. So here at CyberBrokers, we're a metaverse-native media and entertainment company, and we're working on building an entire universe here called the Paradigm Lost through our collectibles, our content, and our interactive experiences.
And if you want to know more about us, go take a look at our completely immersive website, cyberbrokers.com. Make sure to follow our Twitter, CyberBrokers with an _. And we currently have 3 collections, CyberBrokers from last year, Genesis Mechs from this year, and Mech Mods coming up in Q4 of this year. So we've got a few interesting things to talk about today. We've got events coming up this week. There's some Discord updates we want to make sure everyone saw. We want to touch on 3D worlds and Mech Mods, seeing these Mech Mods in real detail. And then talk about upcoming events for, kind of the rest of the year. And then, of course, we've got the last one.
Yes, friendly reminder about version beta claims.
Well, hopefully everyone gets the message and they're tired of hearing about it by the time we get there, so that no one misses it, right?
Exactly.
Okay. So let's talk about events this week. You notice we're using a new playful structure for naming. So tomorrow night we have cyber crafting. This is a live building session. We've got the base community world up and running with the mech demo, and we'll be expanding that. There are 2 cyber racing worlds that are up and running that are kind of beta. They work. We need some refinement. And then we're looking to add kind of like a lore-based escape room, and then eventually a PvP zone where people can hack and slash each other. And I think people want that the most, right?
And these are in Hyper-Fi.
Currently, they're all in Hyper-Fi, yes.
Yes. So yeah, I know people have been itching, I think, for some one-on-one battling. I know that there's some people are itching to I think, fight, especially with these awesome 3D mechs that we have. So we're excited to give this opportunity to, if you're familiar with 3D building, you can come and help us. If you're new to 3D world building, you can come and learn. So
we'll help you out. Yeah, exactly.
So this is for all experience levels. If you're interested at all in just learning more about creating in 3D and all these new worlds, I know Hyper-Fi we picked specifically because I think for you, it's like you've explained to me, Mike, it's very beginner friendly in terms of 3D building. So.
Yeah, and we're going to move on to on Cyber as well. They've released some new tools that make it similarly easy to build things. So that's, if you're interested, come hang out and chat. You'll see the sessions coming up. That's the next one's on Tuesday. We'll probably be doing those every couple weeks. We're going to be flipping game night. So in the past it's primarily been Among Us, which is certainly fun. But at the same point, we want to do some CyberBroker specific things. So CBG created this amazing tool called Smash or Crash for mechs. He has since updated it to include a broker version. And what it basically is it gives you 2 images of assets, and you get to decide which do I like better.
Right? Yes, like an internal kind of I guess bracket isn't the right word, but a way to show off either your brokers or our mechs, if you aren't aware, are fully customizable 3D assets. So people have really gotten creative with those. So it's like a fun, simple way to have some fun voting in the community. And again, you don't have to be a holder, I believe, right, Mike, to access this. So if you kind of just want to, it's actually kind of a fun way if you want to browse. Like,
Get into, yeah.
So I've done the mech one. Like I was just telling you, Mike, earlier, we just launched disassembly for mechs. So not only do you get to fully customize these mechs, you can now disassemble them and reassemble them as many times as you want, which is, again, this idea of future proof that we've touted here at CyberBrokers. So you're not kind of stuck once you mint your mech, that's your forever mech. You can have your mech grow with you. So we actually used Smash or Crash internally when we were making some of the art for that disassembly campaign. We looked at some of those top mechs to kind of see which ones we thought would be fun and exciting for people to see in some of our marketing.
And what the community like too. I mean, it's an easy way to figure out, which Franken-mechs the community is resonating with.
Exactly. So if you go to the top lists for Smash or Crash for the mechs, you might notice a few that were in some of our recent marketing videos.
Well, a little note on that. CBGB updated both of them and added what's called ELO ranking. So before it was just like random choices, pulled from the pool. Now, as individual assets go up or down in the ranking, they will more likely get matched with something that's closer to make it fairer. Unfortunately, in the process, he deleted all the previous rankings.
Oh my gosh. Okay, well, we're starting from scratch.
Yep.
So you get to see
how it works.
We can look at our marketing materials for disassembly and see if some of those same ones
do they still rise to the top. Yeah.
That's actually kind of a fun experiment. I'll have to keep checking those on my end then, because I'm curious, because I was deep in the Franken mechs on Smash or Crash.
So Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Central and Thursday afternoon at 2 p.m. Central, pop into Discord. I'm just going to screen share, and as a group, we're going to vote, and I'm sure it'll spark all sorts of conversations along the way as well. So join us for a little community time. There's always metaverse field trips going on. Look in Discord. There's too many to list here, so keep on Discord and look for those. Okay, that's events this week. Next button. Want to mention some Discord updates. I'm not sure if everyone has noticed this, but we had a lot of information that was kind of in the channels directly, and sometimes was like hard to find. Plus we had a whole bunch, like too many channels. So we consolidated that all into a single more info channel. And it's a forum, which will help us, organize things better. So holder verification is pinned at the top, so for anyone who, wants to token gate. But beyond that, it's basically topics, so easy place to store information for links or information. So we've got the Metaverse 3D Worlds, Community Tools Games, our community fund projects, our statement on collaborations, and then our in-server commands that you can use inside CyberBrokers Discord. I kind of wanted to talk about two of them today. The first is the Community Tools Games. There are so many great creations from the community, and I wanted to make sure to highlight these. So if you haven't looked at these, go take a look. And this is like where Smash or Crash, started, right?
Yes.
And we kind of forget and I haven't played with this. I got to go play with this as well. CBG also created a banner creator. Remember, like the original Diver Dump banner creator? Okay. There's a new one that includes your brokers, your pixel brokers, your mechs, and a lost paradigm as a background, plus a faction choice.
Oh, awesome.
All in a single banner.
Oh, cool. So yeah, if you're looking for a new Twitter banner, you want to show off your assets, that's perfect place. I didn't know that we had one that was that extensive. That's sick.
Well, and that's kind of why we wanted to get this here, is they kind of get lost sometimes, in the individual channels. So this is an easy place to find them. Okay. Similarly, as we start creating more and more metaverse and 3D world experiences, we want a single place where you can go to find them. And that thread in more info is there as well. And we'll be showing you some of that today. So Yeah, forums. I think when a new one is created, you'll see it.
Mhm.
So just notice when it shows up on your channel. If there's something new, just take a quick look. Okay, let's talk about 3D worlds and mech mods. So I am going to switch here, and I have this live. So this is Hyperfi.io CyberBrokers. This is going to be our main community world, so kind of launching point. So whenever we have events, we'll kind of start here. Let me get, is the movement working well? Can you see that?
Yes, it's a
Okay,
tiny bit slow, but it'll catch up.
okay, I'll try to move slower.
Yeah.
So this is the entranceway, a little bit different than Inkwell. It's got Inkwell in the background.
Mhm.
There's a quick, what is CyberBrokers and all of our socials, the about CyberBrokers. If you want to grab a mech quick, you can put one on right in world here. And then it's kind of got the TPL fast codes over here.
Mhm.
So we're looking for a better way to do this, but for right now, it's easy. Just like all the metaverse experiences that are either in this world or external are all like here. You just click on them. Okay. Out here is Inkwell, and we're going to start filling this in. You notice the bookcases are removed, so we can have the panels behind it. We're going to start filling this in with information about all things CyberBrokers. So a good example is there might be a wall where you could look at community tools, and you just click one and it shows up in the browser in world. I think for today we wanted to highlight the Mech Mods, correct?
Yes. So while Mike gets that demo up and running, if you are new here, we have our mechs, which Mike actually was just, that was his avatar as one of our custom mechs. And for version beta, which was kind of our last like interactive kind of experience we did for our community members as a reward for participating, all participants are going to get their own 3D mech mod, which is like an accessory and an attachment that you can add to your mech. So we have the 3D versions of that reward. There's 3 different versions of it in different colorways. So we're gonna we can show those off, and then there will be actually a whole Mech Mod collection though that will eventually launch. So these are just a taste of what you can expect, but these are the 3 rewards that people got for participating in our last interactive experience.
Perfect. And actually, this is great because it allows you to see the detail. So you kind of have an idea of what you're getting up front. And let me equip one and I'll explain more. So you come into this world. There's a little explanation, of what to do up here. And we want a disclaimer. This is a demo.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So positioning of these mech mods on a mech is not complete yet. They will look funny in some combinations. I'll actually show you what we mean. Like we'll put a Mr. Griff on and you can see what happens. That's all going to get fixed though before they launch. So this is just a demo. Okay, so if I go over to one of these tables and I click display, if your wallet is connected, it will pull up your mechs, and that includes delegate cash. So if you're like in your hot wallet connected, it'll still pick up delegate cash. If not, you'll get my mechs just so you can have some fun. And then you basically pick one, pick a button. Okay. And you can equip that mech right here. Okay. I've already got the Cyber Knight on. So I've picked a mech, and now I can go over and I can look at one of the 3 mech mods from beta rewards. So the wings, this is Timeless Wisdom, I believe.
I believe, yes. So they came in 3 colorways, but these are our base, I believe, colorways. So yeah, I believe this one is Timeless Wisdom.
Oh, the details. I'm sorry. Every time I look at these.
They're all very cool in their own unique ways.
Yeah. Okay, so this is Timeless Wisdom and the wings. And then if I go This was kind of one, I think everyone wasn't sure about this one when they first saw it.
The sludge backpack.
Well, because it wasn't in 3D, right? They just saw a 2D picture of it. But, look at the details on this thing. And again, just like mechs, you'll get various versions of them. So this is the low-res version.
Yes.
And I still love, you can see the transparent, there it is. You can kind of see it with the web in the background.
Yeah, there's so there are glass canisters with this kind of gooey sludge in it from one of our radioactive worlds, but you can see there's a skull of some creepy thing.
Yeah, everyone keeps asking what animal is in there, or what creature, I guess is the right word, is in there. So we're gonna have to name the creatures inside of those things.
Yeah, they're mutant, so we can get creative with that one.
And that's like an eyeball, right?
Yeah, I think we got an eyeball in the right one. We got funky with this one, with the radioactive world. So yeah, this one is the sludge backpack.
Sewer spewer. There we go.
Sewer spewer is the name of this one that has the green.
Yep. And the other comments, people want to know if this is going to be like Ghostbusters and can we slime people?
I hope so.
That would be cool. Could we get that working in 3D? Someone walks out of the room with slime on their mech.
Yeah. I mean, if we can get it done, it'd be awesome. I'd love that.
And then this is the last one. This is Deep Sea Driftstone from Abyssia.
Yes.
Let me get away.
They're exploding crystal type wings. This was from our underwater ocean world. And the idea was if you got all the way down to the bottom of this ocean world, there were these crystals that provided interesting stat boosts and abilities. So these are wings made out of those crystals, and this one is, like you said, called Deep Sea Driftstone. The name of this colorway.
And then the other thing, obviously we're showing all wings, but Mech Mods will have more than back accessories.
Correct. Yeah. So these are all back accessories because these were a reward. We wanted to make sure they all had the same placement on a mech. So these are a back accessory, but yes, as you notice, we have some hand weapons. So this was the sword that was actually used in one of our puzzles. So expect a lot of varying types of accessories in the Mech Mod collection, which is exciting.
And then this is kind of funny. Let me put the sludge backpack back on, and let me go put Mr. Griff on.
Yeah, Mr. Griff is one of our beefier mechs, as you can see. So
and you can see here, let me back out. Yeah, you can see the sludge backpack. It's inside hidden.
Yes. So because you can mix and match all the parts of our mechs, there are about 17.5 billion possible combinations. So it was a feat, obviously, for mech assembly, and we're currently working on. We have to position and work on getting all the mods to fit on every single different piece because we have so many different styles and combinations.
And I just wanted to mention it and show it because it won't look like this at launch. This is just the tech demo of what's available in these worlds today.
Yes.
And then if you're more interested, there's some discussions going on about a method, kind of like a standard for attachables, and how that could be done by putting JSON data in the NFT of both the avatar and the attachable, and then the world would kind of know how to put it all together and position it properly. It's a standard. Obviously, that's going to take some time to get there, and then for the worlds to implement it. Okay, I think that's all we wanted to show here.
So yeah, Mike, where can people go if they want to check this out for themselves?
Good question. More info, 3D Worlds. This is the primary community world, so it's hyperfi.io/cyberbrokers.
Awesome. So yeah, you can, if you're not a holder, you can obviously still come here, check out some mechs, check out some mech mods. And if you want to assemble your own mech, you can pop into Discord and we can point you in the right direction to have all those resources for you to build your own mech.
And then, here's all the links kind of in the world, so the Mona mech dressing room, if you want to see all 50 styles and try them on. We've got a Hyperfy sandbox for those who want to learn about, how to build in Hyperfy. DM me and I can get you access to that. You kind of have your own little space to play in to begin. We've got 2 racing worlds, and I'm going to go look at these in a minute. And then I finally got another world, and so we're going to start setting up the escape room. There's still the faction hangouts from version beta.
Yeah, so if you want to go to those are completely community created Hyperfy worlds that we gave to our community. Basically, we split everyone up into 3 teams, but that's a fun way to kind of see. We had people with very varying degrees of experience in 3D world building, so I think those are fun to see. 3 very distinct styles.
And creative direction too, yeah.
Exactly. So again, if you're kind of interested in seeing a way we've enabled our community to build, I think the faction hangouts are an awesome place to kind of check out some things that, again, are just our community had fun building just for fun.
And I think this is exactly what we're going to talk about next. But we want to keep exploring all of the possibilities, and there'll be things that come out officially from CyberBrokers, like the game and Mech Mods, and other ways to use those assets. But as a community, part of us is exploring and sometimes figuring out what we like, so that CyberBrokers can officially create something. So this is kind of your opportunity to jump in and have a little influence on things as well. Okay, I want to show this one racing world, and I think we've got an event coming up next week for racing. But this one, again, another CBGB creation. This one is insane. It takes like 3 minutes to race through this particular track. Okay. And to get a good view of what the track looks like and he put go-karts and buggies so you can run around the train. But to get a full view, he's got this little trampoline thing. So watch this. There's the track. Look.
Yeah, it's so cool.
And again, this is kind of the power of Hyperfy right now, is there's no custom code here. These are like drag and drop apps that he created. He just found, a racetrack, and popped it in. Okay, let me make sure. Shoot, I didn't mean to bounce again.
Float all the way back down.
Yeah, I gotta wait. Okay, well, this is the idea. We'll play around more with this next week. So, next week we'll have, a fun night with the community just coming in here, and maybe something for first place.
Yes.
Okay, let's move on. Let me come back to here. Let me close that out. Okay, so hyperfy.io/CyberBrokers. I think we've got one more thing. Yeah, so the upcoming events for kind of, the next couple months, we're going to have lots of these cyber sessions. We're going to try to record as many as possible and put them on YouTube. So if you miss them, you can easily catch up. Like the crypto tax NFT one is now up on YouTube. And then we're going to do, 101 tutorials for various subjects, building in Hyperfy, Mona, on Cyber. We're going to build some mini games, the racing, the escape rooms, the PvP. And then we're going to start playing as a community with these games. And also like things like poker tournaments, something a little more social. So hop on in. Know the market isn't great, but we can promise you we're building, and things are looking nice for the end of the year, and we're excited to get there and show you everything. But until then, come hang with us and help be part of the conversation. It's that simple.
We're always listening to the community. And as time goes on, we're going to be sharing more and more. Like Mike mentioned, for Q4, for CyberBrokers, our big thing is we'll have a game launching. So that's what we're hard at work on. We're having fun with the community in the meantime, but again, we're always listening if you have thoughts or opinions or ideas for that game or anything else that we're building or you want to build. So
yeah, pop on in, or just any conversations at all.
Exactly.
That's what we're happy to hang out and chat.
Mm-hmm.
With that, we have one final reminder. By the way, I forgot, if there's any questions in the audience, feel free to ask in YouTube chat.
Mm-hmm.
But our final reminder that we're going to annoy people with by October is...
Yes. So if you participated in version beta, be sure to go to cyberbrokers.com/claim to check to see if you qualified for the version beta reward. So like we mentioned here, the snapshot was taken at 11 a.m. Central on July 31st. But you should check to see if you qualify. So we are giving away, like we mentioned, a Mech Mod. We are also giving away a Mech part bundle that you can claim. And we have what we're calling CyberBrokers accolades, which is just a way for us to kind of celebrate our community. So it's a beautiful art piece. It's like a poster to commemorate some of the characters and the worlds that we explored in version beta. So all of that for participating in version beta. So if you played at all, just be sure to head to the claim page just to check and see if you have some rewards that you can get.
Exactly. And everyone wants parts right now because we're still like a few pieces here and there off. I'm still looking for the Duchess head, I think, along with like 6 other people.
Yeah.
So if one shows up, it's going to be a bidding war.
Yes.
And that's another thing. We're going to have a if you are building a mech or have mech parts, you should go look at the for sale mech channel in Discord. I think that's probably about as much as we want to say, but if you're building a mech or you have parts, go check that channel out. For sale mech in Discord. But we're also going to have some nights of just, collectively building mechs and looking at who has what parts and things like that.
Yeah, I know Josie wants to get in on one of those, and she's got a lot of parts. So yeah. We'll have to schedule a time when everyone will know when Josie comes, because she'll get some good trades in there.
1 hour only. Come see if you can get the part you need.
Exactly.
And we need to get Ben H in there too. Another person with a lot of parts. Have you completed your mech yet?
No, I have thoughts, but I definitely need parts, and I have to just commit to the buying or trading. So
well, that's the design part. You gotta like your mind keeps like moving on which way you want to go.
Yeah, so we have it's like a trial mode you can go to on snap.cyberbrokers.com. So you don't have to connect your wallet. You can just create as many trials of mech combinations that you like, which is fun, but can be it definitely makes you want certain parts because there are some really, really cool combinations. So I've played around on that, and I have some thoughts on what I want to create, but of course I do not. Anything I want to create, I do not have all the parts I need for. So
yep.
I have to go to the for sale channel or the trade channel and commit and get that done.
And that's Merck's got a good thing here. Maybe we need a dibs channel.
Yeah.
If you end up with a part that someone else needs, go back and look who called dibs first.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Okay. I think that's it. We are a wrap for this Paradigm Live. Nice 30 minutes, quick this time. Mm-hmm. And we will not be here next week because it is a holiday in the United States. But we'll be back the following week.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Have a great holiday and end of summer, everyone.
Yeah. See you in Discord.